a pub quiz question to start us off with. Of which country is that the national motto? And it says, it's Latin, quo fata ferunt, wherever destiny takes us. This is my number 10. It's actually my number 9 here. But, ta-da, as I say, I've already got one. The Icebreaker, that's another club. Which Peter was entering with. Peter will feature in this speech later on, as will Dave, and of course Richard. Mr. President, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and two very welcome guests. Are the biscuits this week? Have I tempted whatever fate by entitling my speech? I have made it. Will there be fire? Will there be flood? Will someone set fire to the kitchen? Will the Bourne River, which runs under there, come up? Will the rain come down? Or will the end of the world happen? Just my luck that the end of the world stops me getting to my number 10 CC. Never mind. We hope it's not going to happen. If it does, we can all believe it. So here we go. Now, those of you who have been here hearing me speak before will know I place a high value on courage, persistence, and I've shown a lot of that myself. And I hope the lesson will rub off on you, which is what tonight's all about. Now we look at this superb list. Gold. Richard asked us, are you gold driven? Well, tonight I must be, because we've finished the 10 having got 1. So there we are. Generally speaking, no, I do tend to be a bit of a drifter, to be honest. I've got no personal or professional need to wow them at sales conference or whatever. And I've had to pull myself up from the ground on one occasion, which I shall tell you about. Now, in terms of some of the tragedies and misfortunes which befell some of the people I spoke about in my own speeches, R.J. Mitchell, who designed the Spitfire, then died of cancer in his 30s. My problems at Toastmasters are relatively small beer, you'd agree. But all of us have a point at which we are tested. We have to enliven ourselves, inspire ourselves, get up off the floor. Those who are here will remember, Peter, that I had 2 bites at my number 7. It was all completely left my head, inexplicably. But that's fate. If fate knocks on the door, you've got play 7, you have to go with it. And if fate knocks you flying, you have to stand up again and say to yourself, I'm not going to let this beat me. Let's go through with this. My own personal low point was after my first failed attempt at number 7. And I was in a bit of daze, and a lovely lady Toastmaster from Holland, did you remember her?
Yes.
Good
Helen.
stuff. Yeah, super lady. And she met me afterwards and said not to worry. And she said, and I quote, at least it didn't happen when you were at a competition or when you were putting your hand up for the boss to choose you for the sales conference or at the sales conference. I thought, madam, what world do you live in? I had to stop myself saying 2 words, the second of them off. They got that bad. But then I thought to myself, hang on, if we take away what's not relevant and we concentrate on what is relevant, in the words of the song, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, you can proceed. What's success? What's failure? These are entirely relative terms. You can run the fastest race of your life and still finish last. Have you failed? Of course you have. So, here I am. What has attracted me to Toastmasters? The people. And I give full tribute to Peter, who presents me with my ribbon. Most touching that I've given up on Toastmasters and exited rather spectacularly from the club Peter's been with. And he phoned me up out of nowhere on a Saturday evening, I remember it. Going to Tesco's. The last thing on my mind was Toastmasters. And he said, I'm doing a new club in Burnley. Would you like to come along? And, ladies and gentlemen, here I am. Here I am in touching distance, seeing distance of being a CC. Someone did call me a CC once, but I imagine I'll need to mention what that meant. Well, the first of those words was complete. So, what do I get from Toastmasters? The people. There's Peter, and there's Dave. Dave, who sits there quietly. But listen to him, listen to his snake speech. Listen to him tell the story of one William Wise, whom fate had reserved the 7th of July 2005. And you realise how precious our time on earth is, how swiftly our time is fleecing away from us. So, in the words of Houseman's poem, speak, tell people what you've got in your heart, because we'll be swept away to the 12 corners of the world before we know it even. So, here we are. I'm on the brink of a CC. I'm speaking. I'm telling you about inspiring people. I'm relating to people. Whether this advances in one iota at work or whatever, doesn't matter a jot, because I'm here. I'll end by telling the story of clouds, sun. The other evening I was walking down my station, a marvellous sunset with the birds singing. Perfect scene to treasure. And I've told you about it. So, if I do nothing else this evening, I consider that to be an achievement. Would you agree?
Yes.
Thank you.